Thank you very much. Rahim Lakhani, the Lakhani Group has been creating and managing high-quality assets, especially in real estate sector, in different countries and different economies, such as the USA, Canada, Portugal, and are there any plans to expand also to Africa? And how do you look to the African economies? It's not.
Absolutely. First of all, thank you so much to the Portuguese Diaspora Council for having us, Senior João as well, for inviting us and our esteemed colleagues as well. So just a bit of more background. We are a private family office that is headquartered here in Lisbon, but I think pretty much we are the ideal candidate because we are not 100% European or African. So I think we bring a very different perspective on investments, both in Europe and in Africa. Family offices have a very different trajectory than normal publicly listed companies or private companies in general. They're very risk averse.
How do they look to the risk and to opportunities, since it's different?
Yeah, so I mean, the market for the private family offices is quite large, but then there are conditions that you have to satisfy to get that investment as well, right? So in Europe itself, obviously Germany and France leads this with almost over 5.1 trillion US dollars in terms of private family office investments. So it's quite a pull. And some things that, well, one of the primary things that we look for, obviously, is intergenerational wealth and wealth building over generations. And so we are in the family business for more than 40 years now. And this is the first thing that we look for when we go into any country, is that sustainability is there or not for the investments to grow, not year over year, but decade over decade, right? And this is absolutely mandatory. If we don't feel that this kind of, if there is a political tension, concurrently, if there is currency fluctuation that is ongoing. I mean, 10 years ago, if you saw Nigerian currency, which is the Naira, was 158 Naira to 1 euro, and today it's 1,750 Naira to 1 euro. I mean, that's a drastic change. And that obviously, but at the same time, you see the growth of Nigeria as well, and you see that it's extrapolated into several folds, right? So these are some of the things that we definitely look for when it comes to our investments. In Portugal itself, we've been very fortunate to be welcomed, and we've invested as a family office over 150 million euros, mostly over hospitality projects, hotels, apartment buildings, offices, and the like. What Portugal brings, obviously, and what Europe brings is that stability, and I think that is one of the first things that we look for when we go out to different markets. Now, of course, we have a lot of family connections and a lot of community-based connections also in the hospitality industry. We come with a very international brand called Wyndham or Ramada, if you may have known. We've got 9,200 hotels in the world. Last year alone, more than 400 new construction hotels opened up, which is almost one per day. So you can see that the growth is staggering, especially in Europe, but also over the next 10 years, as one of the keynote speakers mentioned, that the population is staggering and increasing. So the development potential is absolutely there. For tourism potential is absolutely there. Cabo Verde, for example, which is a CPLP nation, over 46% of the current supply is in the pipeline for new construction as well. So the potential is there. Now, there has to be baby steps involved for a family office to come. So like Portuguese Diaspora Council, taking missions to those countries and actually inviting key members of the private institutions there.
And can we really construct a strategic triangle that is both relevant to Europe, Africa, and the United States? Is it possible to strengthen this?
Well, everyone comes with their own agenda, and it will be difficult. I mean, within Europe as well, right? I mean, it's not Europe is one entity. Within Europe as well,
too many countries,
and I keep insisting. I mean, we have 1 euro, but in Africa you've got 42 currencies, so it's not so easy to kind of amalgamate, and then you've got the Franco-speaking nations, and then you've got the Anglo-speaking nations, and you've got the Luso-speaking nations. So, and then you talk about the West African nations. So it's not so easy to just kind of look at. So you have to kind of chomp it up pieces by pieces and to look at specific opportunities, and then over time that grows up.
Thank you very much.